Oh, I don't see it. Unzip it from the zip file.
All right, I'm going to get the intro started here. All right. All right. How we doing, everybody? Welcome to the Marvel Madness Comics Podcast. This is going to be episode number 13 coming at you. I am Brandon, of course, as always, joined by Trevitt. How we doing, Trevitt?
Not bad. How you doing?
Good, man. And then we got Carl, who has gone dark on us. We don't know where he is this week, so maybe next week. Otherwise, if you're listening to this, we hope you're all right, Carl. Other than that, we're going to get into things here. We're going to go through our mission statement like we always do, let you know what books we're covering tonight, how we cover them, how you can get in touch with us, and then we're going to touch off to Trevitt's news section before we hit some books and marvelous facts and all the good stuff you guys come to listen for. But anyway, we've got 4 books in line for you this week. We hopefully cover that goal of providing you guys with a bit of a glimpse into the Marvel comic book universe. In between talking those books, we like to mix up our action, keep you up to date on some of the latest news, titles, characters, fun facts, and general going-ons in Earth Prime. We cover a variety of titles each month, try to avoid any repetitiveness in an attempt to keep things fresh and informative for you guys, our listeners. And we've got the books divided up into the following categories. So we're going to usually provide you guys one from each of these categories. Spider Family is my main category, and we're going to be doing Scarlet Spider 5 this week. Trevitt, you cover the IVX section. What are you bringing to us this week?
I'm going to be doing X-Men Blue number 8.
X-Men Blue number 8 with the Emma Frost cover. Makes all the boys drool. And then we're going to tag team. Yeah. We're going to tag team this hero family tonight. We're going to do Punisher number 14 for you guys. So first Punisher book we're covering. And then a quick, and I mean quick, cover of Secret Empire number 7. Since this was a back-to-back Secret Empire month after the delay.
Yep.
A little Secret Empired out.
Me too. So bad.
What do we got? 3 issues left?
Yeah, 3 issues left. It's crazy. Yeah. Like I have them all in my Secret. I have a Secret Empire file on my tablet, and there's like already 9 issues. Like that's just And there's 3 more.
On 7, but it's really like if you count the free count day.
I'm sorry. There's 3 more, and then there's an Omega.
Yeah, the Omega. That's right. I forget about that one. But yeah. Anyway, we're going to give you a Secret Empire 7 thoughts as well. But we cover all those titles honestly and rate them just how we feel about them on a buy, borrow, or forget it altogether scale, which represents either buy it now. Borrow it means get a code digitally from a friend or borrow it from them. Or forget it altogether means you don't even have to read this garbage. You can skip it right by and really not miss much at all. So that's how we rate things here. But if you guys are looking to get a hold of us, new listeners, old listeners, anybody, you guys can get a hold of us through email at marvelmadnesspod@gmail.com. Twitter, which is usually hopping, and that's the more popular way it seems, is at madnessmarvel1. DMs are open if you guys want to holler at us there, or just holler on our wall. We usually like to respond to you guys. We'll shoot the shit. Shout out to Rob Comic Tweets. This week, he answered our question of what the hell that building was from Astonishing X-Men 1 that Psylocke, a.k.a. Pooksley, set up shop on. That's called the Shard, he said.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So
nice guy.
It's he was helped us out there with what that building was called so we didn't sound like total idiots, stupid Americans. But yeah, it's called the Shard, and I guess it's kind of it's a 95-story skyscraper in London, and it forms part of the London Bridge quarter development, whatever the hell that is. I guess there's a bunch of restaurants and shit in there.
That's cool.
So yeah, just kind of like a giant, like we said, a giant attraction building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that filled in a blank from last week that we had, and you know, if you're hearing this on a buddy's podcast catcher or whatever, you guys can find us on Podbean. The other catchers like iTunes, Player FM, Pocket Cast, whatever you use, we should be found there. So if you're looking to listen, that's how you can find us. Please rate, review, spread the word if you can. We'll hook you up with some digital codes if you do that. It's our little bribe to you guys. But now all that boring stuff is covered and out of the way. We can get on with the news and the new stuff this week. So Trevor's going to take over here. Going to send you guys off to the news and see what we found out. Most likely, as far as legacy is concerned this week. So going to send you off to our jingle and then the news.
Gotta love that jingle.
So go ahead. Old 70s breaking news jingle. That's what I slide in there.
Which is nice because the first thing up in the news is 70s nostalgia, so that works out perfect. I couldn't really find it. I took all of your news and just expanded on it and stole from original articles and whatnot. So first up is Foom Returns, which is just a funny name for a magazine. Marvel's Foom magazine is returning. The acronym stands for Friends of Old Marvel and will return in its 70s. I
always forget what that second O means.
Yeah. Old. Friends of Old Marvel. Like,
it would still be Foom if you took the second O out of it. You know what I'm saying? Or I guess Fom.
Or Fom. Maybe it would be Fom. So I guess it's going to have like in-depth articles about Marvel Legacy stuff, and it's going to look back on stuff like Infinity Gauntlet and its sequels, and it's going to talk about a new Deadpool Marvel Legacy title called The Despicable Deadpool. So, which I don't know what that's going to be all about. I mean, how many books could he possibly have? There was Spider-Man Deadpool, Deadpool Mercs for Money, Deadpool, and
I think that's when it's just getting renamed, isn't it?
I don't know. It says a look at the Despicable Deadpool and Deadpool's new Marvel Legacy title. So I don't know what that means. It could mean a new title because they bank on Deadpool big time. Like, you know, they throw him in stuff like
he's always got he's always got 2 books at a time going out at least. I've heard of the Foom stuff before. I've never actually like seen one or looked through it or anything. So I mean, I'm not like overly excited. I guess this is even for older comic fans than me. I didn't really get started till the 90s, so this doesn't have it moved the needle for me a whole bunch, but it's kind of cool if it's free. Does it cost money? Did it say?
It didn't say what it was going to cost in the article. So, but I agree, like if it's not free, then it's not for me. Like I'm not gonna want to pay to see that. Like, but I know they make enough money and they overcharge as it is, so it's like, come on, give us a free magazine, seriously.
Yeah.
I've seen like 3-issue trade paperbacks padded with comics from the 60s, like sold for like $18, which is like ludicrous.
Yeah.
So, but this is not a news piece, and I didn't even write anything for it, but I just wanted to say that I was talking about that guy Ed Pisker's retelling of the X-Men saga, like the 210 issues that he's gonna boil down to like 6 issues.
Yeah.
I saw some of the art. I saw like 8 or 9 pages, and it looks pretty good. Like it looked like it was like an old X-Men comic, like art-wise, but it also, the way it was colored, even the background of the paper, like it looked like an old comic from the 70s that's been sitting in a box for 40 years, you know? So it has like that yellow tinge, like kind of newspaper print look.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty cool. So I'm excited to see when that comes out. I'm going to check that out. Next up, I got Legacy variant covers. Marvel artist John Tyler Christopher. He's the guy who does all the action figure variants that they do for not every issue, but like, first issues and big issues, like events and whatnot.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them.
He's going to be doing variant covers based on old 90s Marvel trading cards. And there's a couple. It's not all books. I guess it's just like some books.
Yeah, it was just a handful of Legacy titles.
Yeah, I got a list of them. It's Legacy #1, the Jason Aaron Ribic one, All New Wolverine 25, Champions 13, Falcon #1, Iron Man 593, Jessica Jones 13, Luke Cage 166, Thor 700, Royals 9, Spider-Gwen 25, Spirit of Vengeance 1, Uncanny Avengers 28, Venom 155, and X-Men Gold 13. So
I hope the cards match what the actual character is in the book, because some of the X-Men ones are on like Emma Frost is on the cover of Gwenpool. You know what I'm saying, for the X-Men trading card variants, and it doesn't make much sense.
Those are the Jim Lee ones that they're reusing. No, you're right. Like, it's just I mean, I have a Captain America cover. They were doing something similar when Resurrection started. Like, it was just original covers, but it was X-Men covers. Like, I got Captain America, I forget which it was like 17 or maybe 18. And it's Kitty Pryde going through the wall outside of the Xavier Institute. And it has like nothing to do with Captain America. I just hate it when I get a cover and it has like an X-Men theme, but it's a Captain America book or an Iron Man book. It just seems dumb. Like, just do it. There's enough X-Men books. There's like 9 of them. Just,
I know. Put them on those.
Yeah, put them on those. Just do like every issue that comes out, you release.
Yeah, because like Spider-Gwen didn't have a 90s trading card, so I don't know who they're gonna fucking put on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe it'll be like, it'll have like the 90s trading card like look and design, but it'll have Spider-Gwen on it or something. You know, that'd be cool. So, oh god, it's like a thin week for news, because you're gonna know when I tell you the next story. You're gonna know exactly. Like, it's Marvel value stamps are gonna return.
Yeah. Again, another old thing. Like, before my time, I don't even know what the hell they do or what they are.
Yeah, me neither. I think I don't know. I might have seen them in like, there used to be this when I was in elementary school. I think it was elementary school. There used to be this comic book store down the street from my house, and it wasn't like a traditional comic book store where they sold new comics. It was just this guy who had like 80 long boxes filled in like a storefront in my neighborhood, like an old storefront from like the 50s. And he just had tons of comic books from like the 60s, the 70s, and he'd sell them for 10 cents a piece, and we'd go in there and just like grab tons of comics for like 10, get $1, you get 10 comics. Like, Jesus, I take my lunch money, I'd get like 30 comics after school. So I think I've seen some of those in like the old issues I used to buy from that guy. Like, but they're inspired by the classic 1970s program where different stamps could be clipped from the letter pages of Marvel books. Fans will be able to collect stamps featuring all their favorite Marvel characters. These stamps will be on inserts within the regular cover editions for all the first issues. Marvel Legacy titles beginning in October. Like, that's, we're not going to see them until October. In certain Marvel Legacy titles, I don't think it's going to be in all of them. Yeah, or maybe it will.
I'm not sure how it'll work either.
All first issues. It's going to be in all the first issues for Marvel Legacy.
So it's like just a picture of a dude. I don't know.
I guess like
someone's head.
I guess if it's Iron Man, you're gonna get an Iron Man stamp. Maybe it's gonna be something like, collect all the stamps from the first issues of Marvel Legacy. Like, it's a marketing ploy to get the hardcore fans to buy every single first issue of Marvel Legacy. Collect all 53 stamps. One of a kind. Yeah.
The last story is probably the most interesting here, so we'll stop boring everybody with the lame stuff. Yeah. I guess.
Most definitely is. We got the Avengers BC. So this week we got a cool look. We got some art of the whole entire team together, and we got what looks like single covers, but it was all stretched out in one picture of everybody except for Odin for some reason. But we got a first look at the Avengers BC with cool art by Mike Deodato. And we got the whole team. We got one picture with the whole team of Odin, Black Panther, Ghost Rider, Starbrand, Iron Fist, and the Phoenix, and it looks great. And then we got it looked like single covers for each character. The only person who didn't have a cover was Odin, though. So, but it was really dope. Mike Deodato does some great. I can't wait to see what Esad Ribic does for this team. I think I'm excited. It's got me excited for Marvel Legacy, seeing those characters.
Yeah,
Mike Deodato does some beautiful art. So there really wasn't much more than just the tease.
Yeah, so that's just going to be a story in Legacy, or is that going to be like the first 6 issues of the new Avengers series coming out, or what?
They didn't specify anything about that. I know that when Marvel Legacy comes, it's going to be a crossover between the Avengers and the Champions. So I don't think that they're going to follow this story. I think it's just going to be in the one shot. But it's going to have consequences that, are going to play out across titles like the Avengers and Iron Man. But I don't know if
introduce like a new threat. You know what I'm saying? Then it'll probably be something like a Rebirth issue where it introduced a new threat towards the end, and just something from back in the day coming back. You know what that's what I have a feeling it'll involve.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Probably something coming back, something we haven't seen in a while, or something we've never seen before, something new that they're creating. That would be cool. But I'd like to see like a little mini series, maybe like it's just like a 50-page one shot. But that's just too cool of a team to pass up. Like the Avengers BC, it could be like its own thing.
Yeah, I like the concept.
I mean, it could even be like a bi-monthly title, so Esad Ribic has enough to do the whole entire thing, and they could just do 6 issues in a year. I mean, that would be dope.
Sorry, I'm about to sneeze here. I tried to mute and get it out real quick. I think, and now it's stalled like it's not coming. Fuck. So my eyes are watering like a bitch. We just ended the news, and we're gonna go off to the books and start things with the hero section and Punisher 14. So we'll be right back. I'm gonna try to get these boogers out of my nose, I guess.
I get that sneeze.
Yeah.